An eye on the reef. Officers patrol waters from the sky and from the sea.
So we're just communicating with each other all the time, letting each other know where the vessels are.
Monitoring fishing activity is one of the direct ways authorities can help protect this delicate ecosystem.
Everyone's got a part to do with the Great Barrier Reef. Our little part is just making sure someone does the right thing in the zone.
The world's largest coral reef system spans 34 million hectares. It's one of the natural wonders of the world and a huge tourism drawcard. Yet, it's under threat. Since 2016, there has been 6 mass coral bleaching events on the Great Barrier Reef and in the Torres Strait. Concerningly, in the last 2 years, the reef suffered back-to-back bleaching events, raising concerns about its ability to recover each time. These bleaching events have prompted scientists to attempt to breed heat-resistant coral.
And one way that we've found that we can increase the heat tolerance of corals is actually to provide them with algae that are more heat tolerant.
It's early days, but they're starting to deploy large numbers of adapted coral onto wild reefs.
What we're looking at is identifying those species that are most likely to survive. How can we propagate those, and how can we make sure that the individuals are the best suited for future conditions, both in terms of being heat tolerant but also being able to further adapt as the environment continues to change.
But coral bleaching is just one piece of the puzzle. Poor water quality is also extremely damaging.
Water pollution is the largest local threat, and it's entirely in Australia's hands. And reducing water pollution can really help the reef cope better with and also recover from impacts from climate change.
The Australian government has recently drawn criticism from UNESCO after failing its own water quality targets to reduce sediment and nitrogen spilling out into the reef.
It's now the 3rd time that Australia is kicking the can down the road and extending their own deadlines until 2030. But what's really important here is that we don't have a good understanding on how effective reef water quality programs are yet.
This footage shows water from multiple river systems bleeding into the sea. As the freshwater plumes rolled in earlier this year, they reduced seawater salinity by 70%, with devastating consequences, killing around 2,500 giant clams which lived around Orpheus Island.
We saw eventually a bunch of giant clam bodies, like the tissuey bits, the meaty bits, just washing up on the beach.
Studying these clams was Rick Brayley's life work.
Look, they survived there for 40 years. When I understood that salinity had gone down so low, I figured, yes, well, for days, there's no way that they could survive that. And it was sad.
But there is hope. In one of Queensland's most productive cane growing areas, significant work has been done to limit nitrogen runoff.
But one of the things we can manage locally is water quality. That's something that is within our control to improve.
Damien Burrows and his team at Tropwater are targeting runoff hotspots, repairing wetlands and riparian zones. While he admits their work can't restore the reef to its former glory, it can slow its decline.
I know a lot of people say they struggle to stay positive in the face of ISCA's overwhelming impacts, but I don't feel negative about it. I feel that our science is making a difference, even in the face of some of these big challenges.